Sit back and throw one back with your pinkies in the air and a middle finger to the world. And join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in professional wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and give us a big old thumbs up. And now, without further ado, let's look back on this day in pro wrestling history. It is January 21st, and we're going to start off like we always do on a positive note. This is your pro wrestling birthdays. 1925, just don't let him near a towel to throw into the ring, Arnold Skaaland. 1941, WWF legend Ivan Putski. 1962, one of the best referees in the business, Mark Curtis. 1982, Go Shizuki. 1983, Mrs. Wife, Maurice. 1984, Alex Kozlov. Of course, sadly, on the flip side of that coin, your pro wrestling deaths. 1991, promoting genius, Nick Gulas. 1985, Eddie Graham. Enough of the sad stuff, let's get to the meat and potatoes. This is your pro wrestling history highlights for January 21st. 1965, Ken Lucas and Sputnik Monroe defeat Art Nielsen and the Red Raider to win the Amarillo version of the NWA North American Tag Team titles. 1967, Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher defeat the Devil's Duo, Angelo Poffo and Chris Markoff, for the World Wrestling Association Tag Team titles. Also in 1967, Ray Stevens and Pat Patterson defeat Ciclone Negro and the Mongolian Stomper to win the American Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team titles in San Francisco, California. 1977, Victor Riviera and Cien Caras defeat Roddy Piper and the Hangman to win the NWA America's Tag Team titles. 1979, AWA Southern Heavyweight Champion Ron Fuller and Turo Tanaka defeat Dennis Connery and Don Fargo in a tournament final to win the vacant AWA Southern Tag Team titles in Memphis, Tennessee. Fuller won the match on his own after Tanaka left the ring. The title would end up being vacated again after Fuller and Tanaka split up and feud over Fuller's AWA Southern Heavyweight title. 1983, Terry Bam Bam Gordy defeats Kevin Von Erich for the world-class American Heavyweight title in Dallas, Texas. 1985, the U.S. Express, Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham defeat Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch for the WWF World Tag Team titles. 1986, Buddy Landel defeats Koko B. Ware in Louisville, Kentucky to win the NWA Mid-American Heavyweight title. 1990, the WWF holds its third annual Royal Rumble pay-per-view in Orlando, Florida. Hulk Hogan, the number 25 entrant, last eliminates number 30 entrant Mr. Perfect to win the Rumble. 1996, the WWF holds its 9th annual Royal Rumble pay-per-view in Sealed Arena in Fresno, California. Shawn Michaels, who had entered in at the 18th spot, last eliminates number 22 entrant Diesel to win his second consecutive Royal Rumble. 2001, the WWF holds its 14th annual Royal Rumble pay-per-view event in New Orleans. Stone Cold Steve Austin wins the Rumble match, last eliminating Kane. Those are your pro wrestling history highlights for January 21st. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.